1414.
What's your name?
My name is James. They call me Big Jim.
And I call you Daddy.
Everybody's got a name for a person. So whatever they call me, some of them call me Skinner.
Skinner? Now I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
Why they call you Skinner?
Well, because I was the guy that whenever a white man needed a mule, a horse broken, they called on Skinner. You know,
Wait, what do you mean by broken?
Well, that's breaking the ride.
Oh, okay.
See, horses didn't like saddles on them.
Oh,
They didn't like nothing on their back.
Mm-hmm.
But I always had to be the first one to get on the back.
Oh, okay.
So that's what they used me for.
Mm-hmm.
To break horses.
Were you real young then? How old were you then?
Oh, I say around 17.
Oh.
18. All in them years. If they needed a horse broke, they called me.
Oh, I bet you got broke a lot, didn't you?
Huh?
Didn't the horses used to throw you off of them and stuff?
Well, as I say, it's no man that can't be throwed, but it's no horse that can't be rode.
Ah, okay. Now, Daddy, I want to ask you some questions. How many brothers and sisters did you have, or do you have?
Well, I had, not counting myself, I had 5 brothers.
5 brothers.
I had 6 sisters.
Okay. And what's
12 of us all together?
Oh, look like he's getting ready to eat. Marcy, is that warm?
Yeah.
Okay. What's that in that bowl?
These is I wanted greens.
What did she give you?
She gave me greens.
Oh, okay.
But she didn't give me no bread, and I don't know why she put it in a bowl, because I got to have bread somewhere.
Marcy.
Let me get you a piece of bread.
You know?
Okay, now tell me what was your mother's name?
My mother's name was. She started off at Allie Bonnet.
Mm-hmm.
Then she married Boozy Moore.
Mm-hmm. Is that your father?
No, well, it was my father's until I was born.
Mm-hmm.
And after I was born, then they found out that he wasn't my natural father.
Uh-oh. Oh, I see. So who is your father?
And that's where my mother and Boozy Moore separated.
Oh.
But from then on, I think I was around about, must have been about 3 or 4 years old.
Mm-hmm.
They separated. Then my mother, you know, and my father, when they separated, then they moved, you know, my mother moved. Naturally, we were working for the white man.
Mm-hmm.
On Havels. What they call Havels, you are plant one row for the white man and one row for the other one, for yourself. Then the white man are got his row. You got your row. But all at the same time, you had to do it all. Because he owned the land.
Oh, okay. Well, if you were only 3 or 4 years old, you weren't out in the field at that age, were you?
Yeah.
At age 3, you were out in the field already.
I was out in the field because my mother, I didn't have no father. My mother had to do the plowing. She had to plow.
Oh.
She had to pick the cotton. She had to hoe the cotton.
Oh.
So I was wasn't big enough to do nothing.
Just
But
out
she
there
couldn't
with.
leave me at home
Mhm.
because she couldn't leave a babysitter at home big enough to take care of me when they could be out there helping her. Uh, uh, well, whatever they had to do in the farm, on the farm.
Yeah.
Hoeing,
Mhm.
thinning, corn,
Mhm.
whatever.
Well, who was your real father then? What was your real father's name?
My real father become to be known as Joseph Wilson.
Oh, okay.
And that was, I had become, when I found out that, that's after my mother had married again.
Oh.
And her, I went to town, you know, we go to town like on a Saturday afternoon. That was, we worked 5 days and a half, Saturday afternoon. And I happened to meet him uptown, and he gave me 25 cents. And 25 cents was just like $50 today.
Wow.
I never had paid 25 cents in
Mhm.
my pocket. And then
Oh, excuse me.
after he gave me 25 cents, I told her I met a man up in town, you know, that he gave me a whole quarter. And my mother was, that was my brother's, Clarence's father. They wasn't married, but they were living together.
Mhm.
And at the time that he told me, he so to say, boy, that's your daddy. And my mother would always have kept it hid, you know,
Mhm.
because he was married, he
Oh.
had kids,
Mhm.
and she, you know, didn't want to wreck his life
Mhm.
because she already had wrecking hers. But
Mhm.
I didn't know about it. And I just
Oh.
wondered why this strange man would come up and give me 25 cents.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
First thing, you know, at that time, first thing we did is I went and got 10 cents worth of cheese. At that time, you get a big lump of cheese for 10 cents.
Mhm.
And got some sardines, they were 5 cents. And got crackers. And they was they was 5 cents too.
Now that was a real treat for you,
And
wasn't
to
it?
Devlin, I just had a ball off of that because I thought this was just money gift time. I didn't realize, you know, that it was my real father
Right.
until I got back home and told my mother what happened right in front of. Well, he wasn't a stepfather then, but he become a stepfather.
Oh, and what did your mom say?
Mama didn't say nothing. She didn't say nothing, but ordinary, she wanted me to know it, but she really didn't want to tell me herself
Mhm.
because whatever she was, you know, they kept. She really wanted me to know because there's always, you know, when I go to see who I thought was my father, I was about 6 years old. He never did treat me like he treated my other kids, like my sisters, all of the sisters over me. You know?
Mhm.
See, I was the oldest. John was the oldest boy.
Mhm. And John was by
Then,
more.
then there become Maddie, Gary, Rebecca, and Lily.
Mhm.
And then here come me.
Oh.
And then I was but uh, him and my mother was still together, you know. And because until Frank was born,
Oh.
that was their daddy. He was the daddy, their daddy.
Oh, okay.
And for me, I was in between Frank and Lily.
Okay, so
But
Frank.
I had come in from outside. But I
Oh,
didn't know it, but my father knew it. And when Frank was born, we wasn't even living with who I thought was my real father.
oh. Is Frank your is is Frank by Moore then? The man.
Frank is by Moore.
Okay.
And I was by Moore.
Oh, but
Because they couldn't give me no other name.
right, right.
Because she was still married.
Oh, okay, okay. But she made a little boo boo, huh?
Huh?
Okay, now why don't you tell me about your schooling? How long did you go to school?
I went to school, well, in fact, the business, I went till I went to the 6th grade.
Sixth grade.
Yeah. But like when we were going to school, we didn't have nothing but peas and cornbread. And we carried that we carried the peas in a molasses can. We call them molasses can now because they raise a lot of ribbons cane and sorghum cane, and we had a lot of molasses cane, and we carried that to school. And then we carried a can of cornbread.
Oh, speaking of cornbread, I bet your greens and cornbread is getting cold. How about we break for a little while so you can eat your greens and cornbread?
Well,
Okay.
the break in school was I guess it must have been at 11:30 or 12. You know
Oh,
what time school get out. And
yeah.
so, but we all 6 of us got around there, and we had a spoon, and we eat out of the same can.
Oh,
Cause nothing but it had to be peas or greens and bread. We know what we had.
right, right.
And then when we got back home at night, in order for us to change our lunch at night, we had milk and bread.
Oh,
And like you take the milk, take the bread, and you crumble it up. Then you pour the milk on there. And that's what we had for supper.
oh.
We had peas and bread for dinner, and we had milk and bread for supper, and we had our molasses and we had molasses and bread for breakfast. It's a real different life today, but in them days, it was even down that we never did have no money. Them days was really good.
Those were what you call the good old days.
Yeah, huh?
But you know, Daddy, I can't see how they were good if you were basically slaves.
Well,
how could that be
but-
good?
But that's all we know.
Oh yeah, you didn't know
We
any
didn't
different.
know what was behind these dark curtains.
Yeah,
We didn't know about these things.
yeah.
We couldn't live it. We couldn't live like that now.
Right, sure couldn't.
And our time brings on a change.
Right.
And so we thought that we were during a hunter when we got plenty to eat. That's all we wanted. That's all we worked for, is something to eat.
Mhm.
We didn't work for no clothes. Well, we wanted clothes too, but no Sunday clothes, but just some working clothes, that we could put on and go to work.
Mhm. Okay,
Yeah.
now tell me, how old were you when you got married for the first time?
first time I got married, when I got married, well, it was 1932. And I'm 76 now. Will you see when that was?
They say you got married in 1932. You were born in 1914.
Yeah.
So you got married when you were 18. Right.
Well,
You were 18 when you got married, right?
Yep, 18.
Oh, you got married young.
Sure
well,
did.
my wife was 2 years younger than I am.
So she
and
was just 16.
undoubtedly, I must